September 13, 2008, everybody was on a level playing field because we all were devastated by Hurricane Ike.
Now we're getting some new wind reports there, Steph, out of Hobby at 78 miles an hour. So we've definitely got hurricane winds here in the Houston, Texas area, and certainly what it's going to do is going to knock out power. It's potentially going to knock out power to millions of people. So this is a storm to be taken very, very seriously.
Galveston is an island off the coast of Texas. You know, we're set aside from the rest of the world. Galveston is 37 miles all the way around, and its widest point is 4 miles. We are the piece of land that actually stops a hurricane from being massive at the oil refineries just on the other side of Galveston Bay. Hurricane Ike hit Galveston in 2008 as a Category 3 hurricane. And you wouldn't remember a hurricane prior to that that was as devastating as Hurricane Ike was.
This land right here is just eroding away. We've seen these waves just continue to pound on shore. Hurricane Ike is coming on land, and it is not holding back.
Hurricane Ike flooded 75% of Galveston Island. The north side of Broadway was disproportionately hit than the south side. The further south you went, the better off you were, because Galveston has a seawall that's 17 feet up in the air. When you opened up the front door and looked into the living room, the sofa, love seat, chair, table, coffee table, rug was all on the north side of the room. And we were working our way around in the house downstairs. And everything was real slick, as if it was oil on the floor. I looked back for her, and she wasn't there. So I went back around and looked outside, and she was sitting on the steps. I said, well, come on, Leilon. I said, we need to at least start getting some of this stuff out of here, start cleaning up some of this stuff. And all she said was, Leon, I can't do this. And I said, well, we got to do something. She said, Leon, I can't do this. And she repeated it again, and she was crying, you know. So at that point, I knew this was something she can't do. She can't deal with this. So the National Guard set up where they were distributing water and ice to individuals. I was in this line like everybody else to get water and ice. And the lady in front of me was the lady that I had gone to her house probably 2 or 3 weeks earlier. And she said, Leon, I never thought I'd be in a line like this. And she just broke down and started crying. And out of my mouth came, my God doesn't make any mistakes. I knew her wealth, and I knew my wealth, and they weren't compatible at all. But here we are, we're in the same spot. There's nothing you can do about your situation, and there's nothing I can do about mine, but stand in this line and take what somebody gives us. After Ike, everybody was in the same boat because it didn't make any difference how much money you had. You couldn't buy groceries, you couldn't buy gas, you couldn't flush your toilet. So we all were even on this island, but we didn't start off even. We still don't have public housing back. There are still African Americans who haven't had their homes repaired. All of the public housing units were basically on the north side of Broadway. That kind of put you in a position to where the majority of the bad element left. African Americans and minorities are always going to feel the brunt of no matter what it is. No matter how it comes, they're always going to be the individuals who feel the brunt of it. I do know that society makes it that way.